Hello and welcome back, this is LPGrodus here with some more East Origins for the PC. And this, my friends, are the final, at least when it comes to Hugo. So, let's start by using these. 342 is the max HP I have now. When we are done, it is at 360. Good enough. Accept Divine Blessing, sure. I should have bought this, I guess. Haste and Skill Recovery. So let's buy this. Increase Boost Recovery. Reduces MP usage. It's very good to have. Again, very good to have. Again, very good to have. No, but I'm gonna increase boost again. And we're also going to haste and skill recovery. I think this is how you increase haste and skill recovery. Not really sure what that does, to be honest. Okay, not enough SP. Oh, let's equip this just in case I would screw up. Also, it's good to know how to switch magic for this battle. Indeed, in fact, it's required for this battle. So yeah. Let's head up and have a little chat with Dalles. Pretty interesting up here, though. So, the successor of Hugo Fact makes his dramatic final appearance. Hugo. Looks like you have captured Rhea, just like they captured Fina. It seems you have suppressed the demonic element I bestowed upon you. Yet, even without its power, you managed to get past every one of my subordinates. I'm impressed, but also very, very disappointed. You could have been so much more. Don't even try it. I have no intention of believing a single word you say. I never should have in the first place. Release Lady Rhea and hand over the Black Pearl, now. Haha, listen to you, making demands. I think we both know I'm not about to comply. You see, I need both the goddesses and the pearl to complete my ritual. Your ritual to drag Solomon's shrine back down to the surface, I'm aware of it. But why? What will that accomplish? It's simple, really. The Black Pearl is what holds the shrine aloft, and is using considerable amount of power to do so. Logically, if it's expending so much energy on that one task, its potency is limited. And since only the divine affection of our goddess control the pearl, well, I think you get the idea. But wait. So you intend to crash our holiest of shrines to the ground, killing all who dwell within, just to unlock the Black Pearl's full power? When you put it that way, yes. A most succinct submission indeed. I then plan to steal the goddess's power, granting me full and restricted control over the pearl and all it represents. And finally, at long last, I will be able to give the demonic essence form, creating a perfect existence. You think I'm going to stand by and let you do this? No, we're not. We're gonna fight against him. Or, you know, fail breaking the barrier. What? You're wasting your time. Your pathetic magic can't possibly penetrate this barrier. Hugo, stop! He's absorbed the demonic essence into himself. No normal attacks can even touch him. Damn! Pity. I would have enjoyed watching him struggle a bit more. but thank you for enlightening him nonetheless. Unfortunately for you, Hugo Fact, turnabout is fair play, remember? Ah! Hugo! What now? If you unleash your demonic element, you might just stand a chance of surviving this. Or will you persist in your obstinacy and rush to your eternal reward? I won't do it! If I give in now, you'll never be able to show my face to her. I'd rather die. Such sentimental drivel. I hope it provides you with some comfort on your journey to hell. Nah, we're fine. Ugh. Well, that's a big ball of magic. Is this the end? Am I really incapable of doing this without resorting to that other side of me? I'm sorry, Pona. And that's the end of Hugo, it would seem. Or would it? What? How? Seems you've been busy, Hugo. It's Fina and the rest of the party. Hang in there. We're here for you, as promised. If you'd please, Rhea, we must gather our power and confer it upon Hugo. On your lead, Fina. What in the world? No! Is this the power of the goddesses? Never forget, Hugo, you're not alone in this. Every one of us is behind you. Our thoughts, our feelings, and our strength are all with you now. I can feel them coursing through me. See, yeah, we get our power up from the goddesses. Ah! I did it. Impudent worm! I will not allow my ambitions to be foiled by the likes of you. Behold, my true power! What the? Watch out, Hugo! He's using the essence within him to take on the demonic form. Haha! I will show you the perfect fusion of man and demon. And may the sight be forever inscarred into your vision. And Dalles becomes... a big demon. So yes, here we have Dalles, the deranged. The bullets, just avoid them. They are fairly easy to avoid, actually. The fireballs, just run away from them, and you'll be fine. Now this attack is a little bit more difficult to avoid, but not very hard. And just do like this. Now this is an attack that might be hard to avoid, but if you're good at it, it should not be any problem. Now it shows magic as green. That means we need to destroy his barrier with our magic, and he will be attacking with wind-based magic, such as tornadoes. Also, hello there, Noodles. Now let's switch to fire magic. He will attack with his fire magic, which is those dragons. Not very hard to avoid. Neither is the bullets he shoots. These bullets, that is. Okay, let's just use this, and now we can go to full-on attack. Okay, good. We did some decent damage there. He will now attack with lightning and explosive magic. Whoa, they're not meant to get hit by that. But yeah, it's not very hard to avoid. Don't stand in the ice, by the way. It will hurt you. Gotta make sure that the bomb explodes where he stands. I would say that I've taken too much damage, but I'm sure I will be fine here. There we go. Now let's hope this is the final push to kill him. There we go. Now he has a barrier, which is protected by these floating heads. Gotta go to wind magic, avoid the binding magic here, because you will get stuck in it, and it will take damage. So there we go. Here you also have a beam cannon which you can use now. And another attack that he'll try to suck us into, which is dangerous, so let's attack this. And now we can show off boost. I mean, this thing. It's essentially a greater barrier. We have Eyes of Fact to attack with still, so we should be fine. Don't get sucked into the dragon, by the way. The bolts here are easy to avoid. And if you don't feel confident, you can equip the charm that opponent gave us, because, well, it does give us a big advantage. Since it will resurrect us if we take a mortal hit. And let's activate the barrier. That's the attack you don't want to get sucked into, because that will do major damage against you. And I think we need to attack him one more time before he dies. Or, you know, not. Now we did gain a new level. We don't really need it, because, well, we've beaten the final boss of the game. I do believe we should get a achievement, because we didn't use not boost, but what's it called? I can't really remember what it's called. I never imagined a lowly weakling like you could thwart my ambitions. So I'm a lowly weakling, am I? Sounds about right. Still, I walk my own path now. A path I've chosen for myself. It's a bumpy road, to be sure, but I'll never deviate from it again. Ha! Such naivete. The blood of House Fact is more corrupt than you know. Just as my darklings compulsively pursued their ideals to the bitter end, so too will you succumb to the curse of your bloodline sooner or later. Ha 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 ha. And if you played East 1, then, well, you know that's true. But oh well. The demonic essence still exists. Hugo, please stand back. What you see before you is the demonic essence itself. Fina, are you ready? I am. And Rhea plays her harmonica. So yeah, they're closing the demonic essence within the Black Pearl. Yeah, there we have it. Everything is fine again. Now, of course, it would take the land about 700 years or so for people to actually come here and habitat the land and all that. You're certain you won't return with us then? We are. We gave up our wings to seal away the essence. Those wings were our power and our life's energy. Even now, we grow weary. Soon, we'll drift into sleep, likely for a long, long time. But the seal we placed upon the demonic essence is imperfect at best. Returning the Black Pearl to Solomon's Shrine would be far too dangerous. Even keeping it here would be inviting calamity. Once we drifted into sleep, both we and the Pearl must be entombed deep within the earth, far from humans' hands. No! Thank you, Hugo. It's only because of you that we were able to avert this crisis. Indeed, I can't even imagine how we could ever repay you for what we have done. You needn't do a thing. Without you and everyone else down here, I could never have accomplished what I did. I only regret that my brother isn't here to pay his respect as well. I can't seem to find him anywhere. Haha, that's quite alright. I must ask though, Hugo, are you troubled by Dalles' last words to you? They seem to strike a chord. Well, he struck one with us as well, referring to our powers as affections, belittling our divinity, and in many ways he was right. Our powers are limited. We can't see into the future, for example, but we don't have to know he was wrong about you. You took on the might of a demon, yet resisted its influence. That may be an accomplishment beyond even our abilities. I believe what my sister is trying to say is that your bloodline doesn't shape you. You are who you are. So please, try not to let it get to you. It was an empty platitude from an empty soul. And lucky for Hugo though, his ancestors will... Well, I recommend you play Ease 1. Or watch my future Let's Plays of it. I understand. It would seem our time is up. Indeed. The rest is in your hands, my friends. We shall do as you've instructed, my ladies. We thank you both, with all our hearts and souls, for all the guidance and wisdom you've imparted upon us in the many long years since the founding of Ease. Haha, I think you have it backwards. It's you who have imparted guidance and wisdom upon us. Thank you all so much for everything. Lady Rhea, Lady Fina. Don't look at us like that, Unica. One day we will awaken again, and when that day comes, we'll be sure to look you up. Well, good luck with that. Okay. And now they will turn to Crystal. And not to be awakened until 700 years in the future. And so, the crisis that had brought the land of Ease to the brink of annihilation was finally resolved, albeit impermanently. Hugo and the others enshrined the goddesses and the Black Pearl deep underground, just as promised. Afterwards, they began preparing to use their remaining magical energy for a return trip to Solomon's Shrine into the heavens. Now we can see the tower in the background. Can even see Raiders Annex. And as you can see down here, it's much greener now. Looks much more healthy as well. So, you're leaving then? Yes, with the tower's influence cut off, Solomon's Shrine has begun rescending into its proper place in the heavens. But the farther it gets from the surface, the more difficult it becomes to maintain a transport spell. We must not miss our chance. It will be lonely here without you. Perhaps we shall do as the goddesses and sleep. And someday, once they are awoken, I pray we can all meet again. we would like nothing more. I wonder how long it will be before the Dalles walk among us again, and we can all safely return to the surface. Too long, I'm sure. Indeed. But should it happen within my lifetime, I hope to be here for it. I intend to stay behind. What? Hugo? What brought this on? I simply don't want to live out the rest of my days on a cramped little island in the sky. And if I go back now, I may never get the chance to come down here again. But why would you even want to? Are you planning to look after Lady Ray and Lady Fina or something? Oh wait, I think I know. Yeah, it just hit me as well. You're worried about your brother, aren't you? What? No, that's ridiculous. How could you both independently come up with such an idiotic notion? Fine. That's not it then. But hey, if you're staying behind, I see no reason I shouldn't join you. Yeah, me too. I'm worried about leaving the Dalles alone in the chamber, and I don't really like being so far away from them. Yeah, that was my first thought when Hugo said he was staying, and I feel exactly the same way. So maybe I should stay too, if you'll have me anyway. I don't ever want to leave their sides if I don't have to. I knew you were going to say that. Commander, Cecilia, Ramona. I understand. We'll pass along your regards. You two take care of each other now, you hear? But wait, does this mean you're staying too, Roy? The fact that you didn't pick up on that until now just proves that you really do need someone to look after you. I don't think you'd last one day down here without me. Oh, come on. Are you ever going to stop treating me like a little kid? Just look what you've started, Hugo. I wish I could tell you all to take some time and think this through, but time is a luxury we don't have. Sorry about this one, Selina. I'll let Priest Fact know your decision, Hugo, and the rest of your families too, for that matter. I imagine there's going to be hell to pay, though, so you'd all better be damn sure you're doing the right thing. I believe we are. Take care of yourself, Karina. Let the people of East know you'll be in our thoughts and in our prayers. And if you played East 1, you know that Toa, Fact and Gemma stayed behind. Because you can find all of those, or rather you can find people of those last names in East 1. But more about that in a distant future, or maybe not so distant future. But yeah, I will eventually let's play East 1, East Book 1 and 2. East 1 is from East Chronicles 1 and 2, by the way. But the way they work on Steam is that they are separate from each other. I'm sure it's the same on the PSP version actually, because it seems like that version has a level cap as well. Although I have not looked too much into it. Maybe I should do that actually. But oh well. So, this is East Origin again, but this time around we play with Hugo, and as you can see, the boss spells and the text and all that is different, and it will be different with Toll as well, which is the last character we have left to play as. However, it might be a while before I start up that Let's Play. And this is the Steam edition end credit team. The one who did the translation and all that. And we have Exceed Games, which is the Exceed team, the people who localized this game. They also localized the last story in America. It was released in Europe. Not really sure if anybody localized it here. If it were any, it was probably Ghostlight. I think they do most of the localization around here. They do all the NIS America localization, I believe. And they have done a few other localizations. So that's that. But overall, I hope you've enjoyed the last play of Hugo. And that would be a city. I do believe that what we see now is essentially 700 years in the future. Or maybe just a few years from the events of this. Because we're now zooming on into the Rhoda tree. And a sword. And to be continued. That's for sure, because we have one more character to play as. And there we go. Anyhow, thank you for watching. And I hope to see you next time. Which is in a while. Or on any other Let's Play I have. Preferably that. Also, I would like to see you at the Toll playthrough as well. Anyhow, I hope to see you then. See ya! And thanks for watching.